In this video, we are going to be looking at income elasticity of demand. In our previous video, we've talked about what is elasticity of demand and the forms of elasticity of demand we could have. Which income elasticity of demand is one of the forms of elasticity of demand. Now, when we talked about income elasticity of demand, we are looking at the degree or the extent at which quantity demanded changes because there is a small change in income of the consumer. Normally as a consumer, when you earn bigger, definitely you want to, increase your consumption. You want to increase your quantity demanded. But to what extent will that be? And if your income falls, automatically you want to reduce your consumption. To what extent will that be? That is the concern of income elasticity of demand. Now, if you want to solve income elasticity of demand, we are using this formula because we are given a function. We are given a function, we need to find a derivative, we need to differentiate. That is why we are using this formula, because function is given as our question. Now let's quickly solve this question now. We need to find the Q dy. So if you want to find the Q dy, which is change in Q with respect to change dy, that is how change in income has affected change in quantity demanded. That is how increase in income affected the change we have in quantity demanded. Now, if you want to do that, now what are you going to do? You are going to differentiate the whole function here with this QD, differentiate this QD with respect to y. Because we don't have any issue with this, we don't have any issue with price of substitute, PV stand for price of substitute, and we don't have any issue with price of commodity. So we are only concerned that we only want to see how this income has affected the quantity demanded. So we only differentiate this QD with respect to this income alone. And if you differentiate 0.1y, it's going to give you 0.1 using our power function. Now, having gotten this answer now, so we can simply say that our income elasticity of demand for this one now is going to be 0.1. Then we put the point, which is times back. Then y2, I told you that the income given to you in the question is your y2, and which is income here is 10,000. So we put our 10,000 here, 10,000 here, over, that is upon Q1. What is our Q1? I told you in the previous video that if you want to get your Q1, you insert all the figures given to you in the function. So if you insert all these figures in the function here, QD equals 4850 minus 5. Instead of writing PV, we put our 200 plus 1.5 bracket our price of the commodity, which is PP, price is 100, well, that is 100, then plus 0.1, y is 10,000. Now, if you do all of this together, if you open the bracket, you are going to be having 5,000. It means you have 5,000 units here, 5,000 units. So that 5,000 units, that's what you're going to put here. That's your QD1. So QD1, 5,000. So if you solve this now, you are going to be getting 0.2. So our answer, our income elasticity of demand is 0.2, meaning that the good involved is a good of necessity. So because when you have your answer between 0.1 to 0.9, it means the good involved is good of necessity. But when your answer is one above 1 point something, like 1.2, 1.5, it means the good involved is luxurious. But when your answer is below 1, maybe you're having minus 0.2, then or minus anything, that means the good involved is inferior good. Thank you, subscribe and get more of our video.